It's not just radio, it's Rockland World Radio. RocklandWorldRadio.com.
Welcome to Dialogues with Dan, heard on Rockland World Radio, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday evening. Be sure to check out the archives for past programs. You can join us in the chat room by clicking on the chat room button located on the left-hand side of our menu bar. And now the host of Dialogues with Dan, celebrating his 5-year anniversary on Rockland World Radio, Mr. Dan Windheim.
Thank you. Thanks, Richard. Hi, everyone. We made it. Another year. I'm thrilled to be here again, doing my 5-year anniversary. It's been a long 5 years. It's also been a quick 5 years. Over the 5 years, I've had help from many friends, family, and strangers alike. And I'd like to thank them for helping me all the way. I'd like to give special thanks to the Poorhouse of Nyack. They're located right, if you go downstairs, it's right up the street. They have great burgers, beer, soda, and great help and great owners. They've been a sponsor of Dialogues with Dan. I also want to thank the Old Village Inn, Caroline and her staff. They're across the street. They've been a sponsor for a number of years now. Caroline's really great to the Nyack Village Theater, and I guess we're great to them also. And my past sponsors, the ODs was the sponsor my first year. They're located at the bottom of Broadway. I'm at the bottom of Main Street. If you cross Broadway, they're right there. And Black Bear also helped out a little bit, but they're not there anymore. So, bye-bye Black Bear. Yes. Over the past 5 years, I've interviewed some amazing people. My show started as a program about disabilities and agencies that give back to the disabled. And, well, actually, I interviewed Bob Baird. You might know him. He wrote for the Journal News. He wrote an article each week, I think. And he left, and he's part of an organization, Touching Bases, which is a baseball league for the disabled. And he's very busy with that. I've also interviewed Tariq and Jennifer of Tomorrow's Workplace. And they do great work there, helping people finding jobs and helping people finding services. I also, Susan Lust on Dance for Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's is a very debilitating illness, and Susan Lust is very involved in helping Parkinson's survivors dancing. And Jim Evers also has been a big part of that, and they do great work. And I interviewed Eunice Bustillo on aphasia, and they're the Aphasia Organization of New Jersey has done great work as well. And Susan Goodall, surviving cancer, she's actually from Rockland County, and she's doing great work with cancer survivors. And then there's Jerry Bremer. I interviewed him on pain management. I believe Terry actually is from Canada, but I've located him on the web. And I also want to thank my mother, Marge Winheim, who provided us with the beverages, the food, and all the good treats. So thank you, Mom. And Dan Mignon has also been very helpful. He is a past winner of the Dialogues with Dan Award. And actually, my first interview was with Linda. Cut it out. With Linda Fitzpatrick. Do I get claps for that? Fitzpatrick. Yeah, Linda, thanks for coming. Linda's doing great work with resumes.com. A little plug, Linda. Linda is here tonight and from Australia for the summer. She's due to go back. So welcome, Linda. And I also would be amiss if I didn't thank Richard Quinn and Rockland World Radio. They do the great work. Alex Hausner and Jesse Frame, yes. And actually, I'd like to announce the winners, plural, of the Dialogue with Dan Award for 2013. Thanks, Ryan. Well, I guess I'm not sure if Jesse's here, but I know Alex is here. So I'd like Alex to come down and let me give him his certificate. Yeah, Alex, it says Certificate Award honoring Alex Hausner in recognition of outstanding technical support contributing to the success of Dialogues with Dan, given at the 5-year anniversary celebration in Nyack, New York, this 9th day of July, the year 2013. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Dan.
Yes, and Alex is leaving for college soon, so we also wish him great luck, great success at GW.
Thank you.
Yes. So I guess we're at that time where I'd like to announce or introduce my first performer for this evening. She knows who she is. She loves who she is, and I'm sure you'll love who she is. Judy's dad.
Thank you, Dan.
Oh, you're welcome.
Happy anniversaire.
Oh, woo-hoo.
Woohoo! Alphonse A. I'm very happy to be here. Radio is the most wonderful thing that ever happened to me personally in my life. When I was a child, I was a neglected child. I was left alone all the time. And the only thing that kept me sane, the only thing that helped me get through my days was the radio. The young people may not know of these wonderful people, but there was Arthur Godfrey and wonderful theater programs like Playhouse 90, and just it was a revelation to me. And that's when I decided that I was going to grow up and be an actor. There was no doubt in my mind that's what I was going to do. So the radio was my savior, I would say. So when Dan asked me to come up and do something, I thought immediately of my connection with Dan and with the radio. And of course, I did produce my own show, which has been going on also, I guess, almost 7 years. It started out as Radio Chat with Judy Stat, and now it's become the Lunch and Judy Show. And I'm so proud to tell you I have my first fan club in Gambia, West Africa. You got these guys sitting around in a tent, and they're all listening to my show and talking about it. And it's amazing. It's just amazing. I love the internet. I love the internet. So anyway, on my show, I do lots of different things. I love interviewing people from all over the world. I interviewed directors from England and actresses from everywhere that you could think, and it's been a glorious experience for me. I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to do this. And I don't have to worry about being cast in anything anymore. I cast myself. That's my motto. And so I cast myself as a singer tonight and a little storyteller. I'm going back a little bit in time and bring you on a little trip with me. Hit it!
You are listening to the Lunch and Judy Show. The Lunch and Judy Show.
No. Father had a business, strictly secondhand. Everything from toothpaste to a baby grand. Stuff from our apartment came from Father's store. Even clothes I'm wearing, someone wore before. It's no wonder why I'm so confused. I never had a thing what ain't been used. I'm wearing secondhand hats, secondhand clothes. That's why they call me Secondhand Rose. Even a piano in the parlor, Father bought for 10 cents on the dollar. Secondhand coils, I'm wearing secondhand coils. I never had a single thing brand new. Even Jake the plumber, he's the man I adore. He had the nerve to tell me he's been married before. Everyone knows that I am Secondhand Rose from Second Avenue. From Second Avenue. No. talk about women's lib today. Here we are, 2013, women's lib. Women are getting tough. Women are getting strong. We're having positions of breaking the glass ceilings and all of that jazz. So I thought I would introduce you to somebody I'm thinking of writing a one-woman show about, even though I'm not always so enamored of them, because it's lonely, it's lonely. But I'm thinking about it. And I'm always torn or amused by the coincidences in people's lives. When I interview these people who are very much successful playwrights, successful authors, they do all kinds of things. What was the influence of their parents? They always give me the same answers, the ones that are really successful. They had the support of their parents and their families. And that always, it runs a very deep place for me. I'm very much touched by that. And I try to tell my listeners on my show how important it is to give their children that hope, to at least give them that support, that they can do anything they want. So anyway, so here from the 1920s, I'll tell you about this woman. We'll see if we can guess who she is. To the mid-40s, this woman was the most prominent and successful female producer, writer, actress on radio and television, responsible for creating one of the earliest franchise series in the electronic media. She was born Tilly Edelstein in New York City in 1898. Tilly's father, we talk about Providence, Tilly's father opened a resort, Fleischmann's, in the Catskill Mountains. And Tilly always wanted to be an entertainer, and it was at Fleischmann's that she got her chance. Starting at age 15, she wrote and rehearsed little playlets and sketches, which became ever more elaborate, and she began creating characters based on who and what she knew from the life in the Jewish section of East Harlem, where she grew up. After high school, she went to Columbia University and studied playwriting. She never gave up her desire to entertain, and she broke into radio as an actress in a commercial for a cookie mix in Yiddish, which she didn't speak. As a matter of fact, she learned it phonetically from her grandfather, which is something I did for the Joe Papp Yiddish Theater. They hired me to do a role, and I had to learn the Yiddish part with the tunes. Oy vey. And I went and I learned it phonetically, and then I found out what I was saying. Very interesting. The commercial proved so popular that she suddenly had a performing career. And after that, she sold a few scripts on radio. And in November of 1929, she went on the air as the creator, writer, and producer of The Goldbergs. And I'm talking about Gertrude Berg. The series became an instant hit. NBC, now we're talking about 1920s. NBC was paying her the extraordinary sum of $2,000 a week. The Goldbergs ran 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week. It ran on the radio for the next 16 years until the end of 1945. Polls from the mid-30s placed her as the second most beloved woman in the United States after Eleanor Roosevelt. Gertrude Berg did a theatrical tour as Molly Goldberg that grossed $10,000 a week. The series lasted till 1945, when it finally left the air. So I just lift a glass that I don't have to Miss Gertrude Berg, one of a million. So I'm wondering to myself, and I want to ask you the same question. What good is sitting alone in your room? Come, hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chums. Come to the cabaret. What good is sitting there doing nothing? I used to have this girlfriend known as Elsie. I went up on my lines. This is the most amazing thing that ever happened to me right now. I'm going to start this over again, because I can. Thank you. What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum, so come to the cabaret. Put down that knitting, the book, and the broom. It's time for a holiday. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. I used to know this girlfriend known as Elsie. with whom I shared 4 sordid rooms in Chelsea. She wasn't what you'd call a blushing flower. As a matter of fact, she rented by the hour. The day she died, the neighbors came to snicker. Well, that's what comes from too much pills and liquor. But when I saw her laid out like a queen, she was the happiest corpse I'd ever seen. I think of Elsie to this very day. I remember how she turned to me and say, "What good is sitting alone in your room? Come, hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. And as for me, I made my mind up back in Chelsea. When I go, I'm going like Elsie. Start by admitting from cradle to tomb, it isn't that long a stay. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Only a cabaret, old chum. And I love a cabaret. Yes! Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Judy,
Thank you, Dan.
do they call that acapella?
Acapello, right, acapello.
Yes.
Monosanum acapello.
Before I said amiss, that I don't want to be amiss. I meant remiss. And I was remiss. Did I announce? Well, I know that Jesse Frang was supposed to be here to receive the other award. Did Jesse come in? I can't see.
Did Jesse come in, ladies and gentlemen? No.
But I know Jesse's mom is here. Maybe she could receive the award for Jesse.
Yay, Jesse's mom, where are you? We're looking for Jesse's mom to the podium. Calling Jesse's mom. Maybe we should just move on and give it to her later.
So, Caroline isn't here, Richard? Oh, so I guess Jesse will receive the certificate at a later date.
Sure, I can play Jesse's mom. Hello, darling. Yes, I'm Jesse's mom, sweetheart. You have something for my son?
Yeah, he needs a haircut.
I'll get him a haircut. Don't worry about it. What is this?
Oh, it's certificate award honoring Jesse Frang in recognition of outstanding technical support.
Does it come with a check?
It does, but I guess you look a little like Jesse.
Oh, good. Thank
You
you.
could take here.
Yes, I'll take this.
Yes.
Thank you, darling. You want to take a picture, Linda, darling? See, would you surprise people? They don't know what you're talking about. And why are we taking a picture of me and I'm not Jesse's mother, but okay. Hello.
Very expensive camera that we have here. State of the art.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'll take care of this, sweetheart. Mwah. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Judy's staff.
Thank you. Thank you.
My next performer is Ray LaBella in the house. Ray LaBella, you're not here. I spoke to you earlier. I guess we'll do a little switcheroo. How about Mr. Bunky? Mr. Bunky. Yes, I'd like to introduce Bunky. Bunky playing his stuff. Oh, here's Ray LaBella.
Oh, why don't we let Ray play?
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll do a little switcheroo. Yes, Bunky Buddy will do it.
Hey, Ray.
Just plug your cord in there.
Okay. I don't have a cord with me.
So maybe I'll tell a joke. Two strings walk into a bar, and first string says, "Give me a scotch and soda." The bartender said, "You're a string. We don't serve strings." So he leaves. Second string walks in, says, "Oh, give me a scotch and soda." The bartender says, "You're a string. Get out of here. We don't serve strings." So outside, there's a third string. He said, "Well, buddy, he's going to serve me." And he fluffs his body up, and he ties a few knots in his body, and he goes in. The bartender said, "Hey, aren't you a string?" He said, "I'm afraid not." Bunky.
Thank you, Dan. All right, here we go. I've been thinking lately about the people I meet. Cars on the corner and the hole in the street. The way my ankles hurt with the shoes on my feet. And I'm wondering if I'm gonna see tomorrow. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us and we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Fish and a whistle, whistle and fish. Eat everything that's put on your dish. When we get through, we'll make a big wish that we never have to do this again. I was in the army, but I never dug a trench. Used to bust my knuckles on a monkey wrench. Go to town and drink, gave the girls a pinch, but I don't think they ever even noticed me. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us and we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Fish and a whistle, whistle and fish. Eat everything that's put on your dish. When we get through, we'll make a big wish that we never have to do this again. My very first job, I said thank you and please. Maybe scrub a parking lot down on my knees. Then I got fired for being scared of bees, and they only pay me 50 cents an hour. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us and we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Thank you, Mr. Johnny Prine there. Someday, my baby, when I am a man, and others have taught me the best that they can, they'll sell me a suit, cut off my hair, and send me to work in tall buildings. So it's goodbye to the sunshine, goodbye to the dew, goodbye to the flowers, and goodbye to you. I'm off to the subway and I must not be late. I'm going to work in tall buildings. Now when I'm retired, my life is my own. I've made all my payments, it's time to go home. And wonder what happened betwixt and between when I went to work in tall buildings. So it's goodbye to the sunshine, goodbye to the dew, goodbye to the flowers, and goodbye to you. I'm off to the subway and I must not be late. I'm going to work in tall buildings. So it's goodbye to the sunshine, goodbye to the dew, goodbye to the flowers, and goodbye to you. I'm off to the subway and I must not be late. I'm going to work in tall buildings. Yeah, so I don't know. Let's try it anyway. Okay.
Can we get another chord from this?
I don't know.
I'm not sure if we could do it.
I'll try it. I have a back plug in it. Do you have another one in? You have a cord? No.
Yeah, Bunky, I think you've gotten better than last year.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. That's really awesome.
That's what happens when you practice just a half hour before you go on instead of waiting weeks.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. And now you're going to be joined
I'll be
by
joined by my friend Randy back up on guitar a little bit.
Randy Zawacki. I'm hoping that the mic picks this up.
yes.
What?
So we'll
He
just
might
do
get
it.
I think he went to get
Here, the G.
Okay, which one are you gonna? The G.
It's here, G. Do we have time for 2 songs, Dan, or one?
like quick songs.
Tell you what, we'll just do
No.
one.
Well, Bunky and Randy at the house. Do it, guys.
All right. This you probably know from the late great John Denver. Maybe you want to sing along. Almost Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home down country roads. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my country roads. Take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home down country roads. I hear her voice in the morning hour. She calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down that road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home down country roads. Take me home down country roads. Thanks very much. One more, Dan?
No, we'll get ready.
Oh, okay, we're good.
Yeah, so thank you guys.
All right, thanks, guys. Thanks, Dan.